Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you have been around, you are probably wondering what this is all about. So if you have been around, you've probably seen me attempt the Not So Berry challenge and have been watching my Let's Plays in the series that I've been doing on that. Well, I decided I want to do something a little bit different today. This is called the Decades Challenge, and if you're a longtime Sims 4 fan and you've been keeping up with all the challenges, you probably are already familiar with this one. But I have actually just stumbled upon this one myself, and I just thought it was awesome and I wanted to try it. I am a huge history nerd, and so that's kind of the reason that I was drawn to it. But I also like doing legacy challenges in general, and I thought, what better way to do a legacy challenge than to start with the 1890s and go all the way to the 2010s. So I'm very ecstatic about this. I took a little bit of a break from my NSB challenge to do this one. I went ahead and got some new CC that was kind of like Victorian era, late 1800s style specifically for this challenge, and I built an entire house for this challenge as well. So I'm really excited to share it with you all, and I'm really excited to get started. So as you can see here, this is my Victorian couple, Elizabeth Johnson and James Johnson here, and they are the patriarch and matriarch of the Johnson family, which we will be playing with starting with 1890 all the way until 2010 if we can make it that far. Now this is the house that I made for them. Let's start with the exterior here. So this is actually based off a house that I found on Google Images. I am not a history buff myself. I know relatively nothing about history except for movies. So I did have to do a lot of research for this challenge, but I think that this turned out pretty accurate. So basically I was just researching what houses in the late 1800s Victorian era looked like, and this was a house that came up. This appeared to be more of like a city house, because when I Googled this image, and I'll put it up on this video for you, you can see that it's either attached to other houses, kind of like a row house or a townhouse, or maybe it's attached to a shop. But for the sake of this video and for the challenge and for just the Sims 4 world in general, I just made it in a lot by itself. I just really liked the way it looked. I think it really kind of captured the Victorian era and that style of the late 1800s. So that's the exterior. We will go inside and I will kind of just show you guys everything. Let's see. So here is the living room. I have this fireplace here that is CC, but I thought it went really well with the theme of everything. It fits the time period. It has some lanterns on here. There is a globe. I have these paintings, and I believe they're either from the Get Famous pack or they're from the base game pack. Or not pack, but just the base game, and I just had never used them before. But I think that they go really well with this era. The dress that she's wearing here is actually the same dress that Elizabeth has as her everyday outfit right now. I believe she's wearing a cold weather outfit, but you'll see it in a minute. I have a violin here in the corner for entertainment. I have a bookshelf there right behind them where they can read their books. As we go into here is the kitchen area. We have the refrigerator here, which is an old style refrigerator. Ignore the Chinese boxes in here. That is not historically accurate, but I really like the style of the refrigerator. We have this old gas stove here with the logs under it. I thought that really did a good job at reflecting the time period. I chose this kind of Victorian style table with these chairs here. I have this crate in the corner with this milk jug. If we go out to the backyard here, I have a clothesline and a washboard and some old-fashioned looking laundry baskets here that came with the laundry day pack. I have all sorts of gardening boxes in the back so that Elizabeth can do her gardening while James is at work, and I have some in the front here too, as well as these crates, which I thought just kind of added to the aesthetic. I have these Victorian style curtains all over the house, which I really loved, and I'm so glad they came with the game, because I thought I would have to download a lot more CC than I actually did. The game actually comes with a lot of Victorian style objects, especially if you have the Get Famous pack. So that definitely helped. Up here we have Elizabeth and James's bedroom. We have some lanterns here. We have this dresser with a mirror right here. We have some perfumes, a little antique clock, although technically because it's 1890 this wouldn't really be antique. We have this photo here that actually looks like it might be from like the 1600s, maybe Shakespearean era, and for the sake of this video I'm just going to pretend that maybe that's like an ancestor of James. And we just have it hanging up above our bed here. We have this mirror. We have a bathtub over here that attaches to the main bedroom, but you can also get through from the hallway. In here we have a girls' room. I just have this because I thought this bed was really cute and this wallpaper was cute. We also have this Victorian style dollhouse and some books above a suitcase. So I have this room reserved whenever we have a girl. And then I have this empty room here reserved for when we have boys or whatever other babies we might have. We'll probably make a nursery in here. So that is the extent of the house. So now that I've given you kind of a tour of the house, I'm going to go ahead and go through the rules. So 1890s is the first generation, and 1890s, the turn of the 19th century. So only male heirs are allowed. If there are no boys, then a woman's husband may inherit. Sims may only have a relationship and marry with the opposite gender. Sims may only marry within their own ethnicity and race. Sims must only try for baby and never woohoo. Teenage Sims cannot mess around. No electricity. Use candles or lanterns to light up the house. So, this is a great challenge, but this is something I have a little bit of a problem with, but I went ahead and just got lanterns anyway. Electricity was invented in 1879, and so actually in the 1890s, electricity did exist. But if we're talking about maybe people that couldn't afford it yet, because again, not a history buff here, so I don't want to talk, but it is possible, and correct me if I'm wrong, that when electricity was invented, it was not a commodity until the 1900s. So that could be why this is part of the rules. But at first, before I read the rules all the way through, I did have lights in here because I actually looked it up and found out that electricity was invented in 1879. And so I was like, well, it's the 1890s, they probably have it. But for the sake of this challenge, I went ahead and just put lanterns everywhere. So you can see lanterns here lighting up the house. And even these chandeliers here are candle chandeliers. So we don't have any actual electricity. It is all candles. So anyway, women take care of the children, tidy the house, and cook. They can help tidy the garden and go jogging for fun. Men can only have the entertainer, doctor, or criminal career. If otherwise, men can choose to stay home and make money through woodworking, painting, and gardening. You can also open a retail store or restaurant only if you have enough money. Sims cannot get a divorce unless one of them commits adultery, in this case flirting with another Sim in front of the spouse. If a woman becomes widowed, then she may earn money through painting, gardening, or woodworking. If she becomes divorced, then she can earn money through the entertainer career. Elementary is mandatory, but high school is optional. High school has a fee. It costs $1,000 for every teenager to go to school. Female children move out once they are married. Your Sims cannot go to festivals or events. Cell phones are only allowed to invite people over to your house or to travel. Only bathtubs, no shower. Outside toilets only. So when I first built this house, I made the mistake of putting toilets in the bathrooms, but now I fixed it and I just have this little outhouse area right here with the toilet that they can use. Only wooden furniture is allowed in the house. Okay, I may have cheated a little bit because I'm not sure if these couches actually count as wooden furniture. I mean, I guess technically they do. They're just kind of gloss. They're very fancy, but I really think that they do fit with the Victorian time era. They're just a little bit fancier. And I will, as you can see, this is not a $16,000 house. That is part of the rules that I broke, only because I was so caught up with creating like this perfect Victorian house. And this fiddle alone, or this violin, cost $15,000, and I really wanted it in my house for entertainment. So I just knew that I wasn't gonna be able to follow that rule. But what I did was I did give them $1,000 to start out with, because that's actually a pretty decent amount of money for that time period. It's not a lot, but it's enough to survive. So unfortunately, I did break that rule, but only for the aesthetic. Let's see. Buy the cheapest, oldest stoves, fridge, counters. No other kitchen appliances are allowed besides the stove and fridge. So we have that. Only impressionist or classic paintings are to be hung. Kids' drawings can only be hung in the kids' rooms. If your Sims get sick, you can't give them medicine. You have to cure them through natural remedies. Your Sims may not throw away any events besides weddings. Every child born during the decade must be born at home. They can only be fed through breastfeeding and not by bottle. If your family can afford it, then they may hire a butler or maid. However, you cannot hire a nanny. And lastly, you probably want to start working on a cow plant in this decade. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. We have Elizabeth and James here reading their books. I kind of want to show you guys all of their outfits. So this is actually Elizabeth's cold weather outfit, and because it is the 1800s, I'm not going to get a thermostat, obviously, but they can light this fireplace here to get warm. But once she lights this, I'm going to show you all of her outfits. They really shouldn't have a lighter like that, but that's okay. Let's go up to the mirror here, and she's going to try on outfits. Let's see. Try on outfits. Because I was really excited for this challenge, and I downloaded some CC, but then I discovered a lot of the outfits we already had with some of the packs, and so that was really cool. So let's have her finish her book there. I think James is going to bed because he's sleepy. And I think I'm going to have James join the medicine career. I'm probably not going to go with him to work, only because the doctor's office in this game or hospital is not historically accurate. They didn't have that kind of technology back then. So I think I'm just going to send him to work, or let's see, what's the other career he can do? Or I can make him a criminal. I may just make him a criminal. I think that would actually be really fun. So right now she's wearing her cold weather outfit. This one right here is her hot weather outfit. 1890s was a very modest time. Long sleeves, long skirts. No skin could really be shown. So she's back to her hot weather outfit here. This right here is her formal outfit. I really like this one. This is her sleep outfit. Like, that is not really historically accurate, but I thought it was cute. I thought it would make for good lingerie. This one right here is her swim outfit. This is probably my favorite one. And this one right here is her everyday outfit. And I thought that was just really historically accurate, especially with the hair. And I love her makeup too. She's got like a comical amount of blush on, which kind of goes with the decade. And the only time her hair is down is when she goes to bed, and the only person that sees that outfit is her husband. So I think that is pretty accurate to the decade. Now, for the sake of explaining all of this to you, we did miss Harvest Fest, but that is okay. We're going to bed. I think I'm going to have James join the criminal career. Now, yes, I do have to use the cell phone, so that is something that unfortunately I'll have to cheat. But I think this is the only way we can get a career, because newspapers aren't a thing in The Sims 4. So I'm going to go ahead and have him find a job, and then I'm going to have Elizabeth level up her cooking skill, because she is supposed to be the homemaker and baby maker and gardener of this family. So let's go ahead and have her serve some breakfast. We're going to have her serve some fruit salad, and I'm going to make him a criminal. Let's see. I'll have her serve some fruit salad. All right. I hope you guys had a great day today. It is Friday where I'm at, and today was just, I don't want to say it was hectic. I just want to say it was long. It was just, whoa, what's happening here? Why is, oh no. Uh-oh. Okay, I think I have to have James repair this. There aren't really any rules about hiring a repair service, but I'm gonna see if James can repair this. I don't know why all of a sudden that decided to do that. That is so weird. Have you guys ever had issues like that with your stove? Maybe it's just this kind of stove. Okay, so Elizabeth is preparing some fruit salad and James is fixing the stove. Luckily, Elizabeth doesn't have to use the stove for the meal that she's making. Why is he sad? Oh, they didn't get to celebrate Harvest Fest. You know what? That's fine, guys. You have next year, okay? Just focus on building your heir. He's uncomfortable because he's cold. How can you be cold when there's a fire right there, James? Like, how can you be cold? Come on. Well, you know what? That's fine. He's not going to die right now. He can fix that, and then he can warm up by the fire. So, I think when this challenge came out, seasons wasn't a thing. So, I don't think people had to worry about, like, their Sims freezing to death because there was no thermostat or their Sims getting too hot. So, this kind of is interesting because it makes for more of a challenge by having, like, this limit of the kind of like electronics or I guess like a modern technology that they can use. Okay, so she is eating and she's uncomfortable because she has to pee. We're gonna change her into her cold weather outfit here. Where is her cold weather outfit? We're gonna change her into that, and then we're just gonna have her use the potty right here. I don't know why that's not against the wall. That's a mistake. Now he is warming up by the fire and he is in a good mood now. So I'm gonna have her go outside and pee, and then he's gonna have some of this fruit salad. Looks like he fixed the stove, so that's good. And then I'm just gonna have him, oh, we can't throw anything away. We are actually gonna get a trash can really quick. I don't think that's against the rules. We definitely don't want a wheeled trash bin. That's fine. That actually looks kind of historically accurate, I guess. Oh man, why? It's okay, James. It's fine. Like, there's always gonna be another Thanksgiving. You're fine, man. Okay. Go ahead and finish that up. You are busting. You gotta go to the bathroom, girl. Come on, Elizabeth. Okay, so I think our first priority is once he gets a job and once she starts leveling up her gardening skill, we're gonna try and get them to have a little baby so that they can start the 1900 generation, or I guess 1910, because by the time that baby's old enough to marry and have kids, it'll be around 1910. So you shouldn't be using your cell phone. There's no such thing as that. I was thinking about installing the mod that limits, or I guess completely takes out autonomous cell phone usage in the game, but I thought it would be a lot to like delete it when I'm doing other challenges and I'm playing other things in the game. So I'm just keeping it for now. I may change my mind later and put a mod in that disables that. But for now, I'm not super worried about it. It's something that we can't help. So you know what? If she wants to just have a secret futuristic device, that's fine. So now he's using the outhouse. And she is going to go ahead and clean here. This house is pretty fancy for their time. Like, again, I did not do a whole lot of research. Most of the research I did was just on what houses looked like and what fashion looked like back in the day. I'm not sure how the economy was. I know that the economy gets great 30 years later in the 20s, but I don't really know how the economy was in the Victorian era. I'm not sure if there was like a huge wealth gap in 1890 or if there was a middle class. But based on how their house looks, I would say that they're kind of in the upper middle class to almost wealthy, like, I guess you could say class or tier. Okay. So I think he joined the criminal career and he's got work in 8 hours. He is a tough guy and he has to have some... Oh, she is really bad at that, girl. Look, she's even clenching her teeth. Like, she's like, yeah, I know I'm bad at this, but you know what? I am going to just practice and practice and practice until people get sick of me. I think I am going to make her really good at music. I mean, we have this $15,000 violin for a reason, so I'm going to try and practice. Ooh, and when we have weddings and stuff, I'm going to hire a violinist and just... So weddings back in the day, people just got married in their house. That is one thing I know. They didn't have these big grand weddings like they do now. Unless you were royalty, you didn't have like actual, like the kind of wedding parties that you see now where people invite like 100 guests and there's live music and there's like the ceremony and the reception. Like people literally just got married in their house. But I think what I'll do is just have a private ceremony once one of the heirs gets married, and I'll probably hire a violinist, and maybe like the mom will make some food, and I think that is the fanciest. I will go with that. We have some visitors. I guess we can go and say hi to them just for the sake of it. It does kind of throw things off because you can tell these people are definitely not from the 1890s, but that's okay. I didn't really feel like going around and making all of the townies look like this time period, so that's fine. That is okay. They're probably looking at us like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with these people? Why are they dressed like this? Why haven't they changed their house in like over 100 years? So he is going to give himself a pep talk. Poor guy. And she is playing the violin and just rocking it out. Yeah. I'm gonna try and let's see, what skill is she on now? She's on 1. Oh, maybe next time. Whatever, Eliza. You suck anyway. Okay. Don't check your phone. It ruins the aesthetic of this challenge. Stop it. Stop it. I keep wanting to call him Mortimer because he kind of looks like Mortimer. He has the black hair. He has a mustache, but obviously it's not Mortimer. Okay, I think I'm going to have Elizabeth stop playing this and focus on gardening. So let's purchase some veggies and let's purchase some herbs and fruits. Okay, guys, we only have $619. I forgot how poor we were. I wanted to have like some kind. Okay, that's gonna be an apple tree, and I'm just gonna plant that over there because we're not gonna take up a whole thing for this. This is gonna be our grape area. Shoot. This is gonna be our what is this? Green pea area. This is our spinach area. We can put spinach here too, that's fine. And then we gotta put something out here. Let's see. Her starter herbs. Herbs can go here. Whoa! Don't move. Okay. She's got parsley. She can put that there. This is sage. She can put that there. And then we'll just put another parsley right here. And then we're just gonna put like some apple trees like right there. And then she can just like keep those and just, I guess, either put them in the fridge or eat them. I guess she can't plant right there. It's too cold to plant it. Oh man, we picked the worst time. But we can plant these herbs right here at least. We picked the worst time to start this challenge, you guys. We can't even like plant half the crap that we just put in here. But I think we can plant this. Nope, we can't plant that. Can we plant spinach? Nope. Oh my gosh. I thought you could plant apples in the fall. Maybe it's the summer. Yeah, it says... Okay, so you can plant them in the fall. It's just that the weather right now is too cold. Okay, fine. That's fine. They need to stop being sad. Like, it's okay, guys. Like, you know, it's fine. Life goes on. Like, why did you even want to celebrate Thanksgiving when you don't have any kids yet? Like, what's the point? Like, you were just going to celebrate with each other. You don't even have any extended family. Presumably, all your family members are dead because you are the first heir in this game. So, what's the point? Okay, they're fine now. I don't know why it keeps saying this paisley fails to germinate. Like, why is it doing that? Oh, it says, try putting it in a more open place. I mean, how is that not an open place? Okay, that worked. Try and do this. Come on. Wow, that's a glitch. That is a glitch. She's like stuck in a loop. Okay, I'm done. No, 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 no. Stop it. She's in a loop now. She's in a loop. She's in a loop. Okay, just... This plant does not need water. You know what? It's fine. We're gonna ignore that for now. That's really annoying. Like, not only do we pick the worst season to plant things, but this is glitching out. And maybe the paisley just... Here, I'm just gonna put this back here. Let's just see. I'm curious if maybe she can plant the sage. Maybe it was just the paisley that was glitching out. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, I hope you guys have had a good week. I hope you guys have an even better weekend. For those of you who have full-time jobs, TGIF, I am so glad it's the weekend. I work 9:30 to 6. So it is nice because I get to sleep in, but when I get off work, especially in the winter now, it's already dark, and so I just feel like I have no time when I get home to do anything because I am so tired, and technically I can stay up till I almost said noon, till midnight, but usually I pass out around 10:30, 11, and so after dinner and after doing like household work and stuff, that gives me like 3.5 hours to like record and do gameplay, and like I still have to, like, I live with my boyfriend, and like I still have to spend time with him, you know what I mean, and I don't want to ignore him, so I just feel like I never have time to do this, and so I always look forward to the weekend because I can get caught up on my gameplay. And it looks like the sage failed to germinate. I don't know what's going on with this, you guys. We might just have to like put these in different places. Okay, I'm not gonna put her in this loop. So we're going to figure that out later. Her social's low. We're going to have her socialize with her hubby here. I think actually we're going to have them try for baby upstairs. Because one of the rules is you cannot woohoo. It always has to be try for baby. So let's go ahead and try for baby up here. And I would like to have a lot of kids, just because in these days, you know, there wasn't modern medicine, so a lot of kids died, either during infancy or as toddlers or small children, just because their immune systems weren't developed yet, and they didn't have immunizations then, and so people had lots of kids. They tried for baby. She's gonna go ahead and start doing laundry. Ooh, we don't have a wash tub. We don't have a wash tub. I thought we had a wash tub. Oh, okay, she has to unload and move laundry to the clothesline. So let's go ahead and do that. Come on. It's really cold to do laundry. I really do feel bad for people back in this day that had to do laundry and like touch wet clothes in such cold weather. Like, you don't think about that, you know? You don't think about people having to do laundry in the cold. She doesn't like whatever she just picked up. Why is he sad? Okay. He's happy because he just woohooed. He's pleasantly satisfied from good woohooing. That woohoo was something to remember. Okay, he's at work. Let's see. He's gonna suck up to his bosses, because that's how you get ahead in this world, is by sucking up to your bosses. Especially in the criminal career. This is gonna be really fun. I think what I'm gonna do is just like have an air of criminals, and then when we get to the 1920s, the air is gonna be like a mob boss. Ooh, this could be really good. And they're just gonna like stick with their organized crime career until like the 2000s and just be in the mob until like modern times. This could be really good. Okay, Elizabeth, I'm gonna have you clean this up. Let's look at her skills real quick. Okay, cooking 1, gardening 1, violin 2. We really gotta get that cooking skill up, sis. We really, really do. We can't watch cooking channels, obviously. I might have to have her purchase some books. Let's see. Cooking, cooking, cooking. We are going to buy this one. Only 75 bucks, not bad. He does have a job, and she is going to make her money by... That's what we forgot to get. We need to get a canvas so that she can paint, because she has the creative trait. But anyway, she can make her money from gardening and painting. So we're going to get her a an easel so that she can start painting. And then she is going to start leveling up her cooking skill, because as a wife in the 1890s... If you aren't good at cooking, then what are you good for? I mean, that sounds really sexist, but that is the way it was. Wives were the homemaker. They cooked. They cleaned. They took care of the children. They did all the household chores. So back in the day, you know, if you couldn't cook, then that kind of just, that reflected poorly on you as a wife. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to level up her cooking skill. And she is... just going to be the best homemaker ever. Let's see here. Okay, so she's gonna go ahead and gather up the laundry to wash in the wash tub. And you know what we have to do is we do have to have her take a pregnancy test. This is really bothering me, guys. I have to move this. I don't know why this is like this. Can we put this in the middle? Can I even grab it? Yeah, there we go. This is really bothering me though. But now, let's take a pregnancy test. Not historically accurate. They did not have pregnancy tests back in 1890s, but we gotta do what we gotta do for the sake of the game, because I really want to find out if she's pregnant. Because if she is, then we've got to start building the nursery. We've got to start doing all that. And we've got to start painting our asses off, because we need money. We need money for this baby. Where is she? Why is she not... Oh no! Oh no, is she's stuck? Oh my god, she's stuck. Oh my god. Okay, hold on, guys. She's stuck. Debug. Yes! She is expecting there's gonna be a new addition to this household. I don't know where she went. Okay. Yay! She's a little nauseous. She's got the first trimester nausea there, the morning sickness. She's going to go ahead and do the laundry. So I am going to go ahead and end this Let's Play here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe for more content. I am going to be putting out a part 2 to this series very soon. I'm really enjoying doing this right now. And also be sure to stay tuned for another episode of my Not So Berry series, which I'm also working on currently. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you guys later.